What up, London? How's the audio? I didn't even know I was live. Oh, it's too loud. How's the audio now? This is so dumb. I'm trying to get my chat over here on OBS. Technical difficulties. I ordered a new webcam. Not a new webcam, a new microphone. So I'm going to have a good mic and I'm going to start using my camera as the webcam. Nah, I figured I was live, but I'm trying to get the chat because right now I have the chat up on my phone. I'm trying to get the chat up on YouTube, and I used to do it, and now I forget how I did it. Let me go on YouTube Studio. But last stream was lit, not gonna lie. Last stream was lit. Let's see. So what do you see right now? You just see, all right, let me put it on. Let me put it on Puzzle Rush. There you go. Enjoy the dopamine right there. Where's YouTube Studio at? It's good no one's joining. Well, I am like so stupid. Okay, now I see the chat. This is good. Oh, now I see it. We fixed it. I'm a genius. There we go. Oh nah, I gotta turn on the sound. Where's the sound at? What? There it is. That was weird. Lagged. This is what we do until we get viewers. I saw people my elo and that's it. What? See it? You see it wasting my time right there? Mad rude. Yeah, I don't know how you're not higher rated. 2100 rapid, 800 blitz. It's a bit suspicious. I don't know. I just like doing this. Yeah, 1500, I know. I like doing this until people join. And then we're either going to look at a game or do chest training drills when we get 5 viewers. Maybe 10. Maybe 10. Don't take with the pinned pawn. That's always a good concept to follow. That's a mate. It's a mate. It's a fork. It's a block. It's a pin. I think that's what it's called. What is this? Mm-hmm. Hold on. Hold on. It's always so hard to do pawn ones because you never know which way it's oriented. Um, I don't know. This looks pretty good. Well, I don't know what that one was. Y'all could let me know. Oops. What up, Ashton? All right, 1500 blitz. How many? We got 4 people. When we get to like some amount under 10 and over 5, I'll do something that's actually instructive. I haven't been posting long form videos, but we'll get back to that. Don't worry. I'm not just going to do the shorts. Although it's tempting. It is tempting. I spend 2 minutes and make more than I did in like over a month, but again, that's not the point. It's just crazy. Shorts are wild. I don't know how they just do well. What? I swear that was an alternative. Must have been. Black to move. What? I swear that worked. This is horrible. Did you pop off like that? Yeah, shorts popped off. It did. Nah, no donuts. No donuts. That unemployed life. Is that just a meme or is that facts? If my memory serves me correct, Ashton, I think you said you were a manager at Domino's. Is it bad economy or is it by choice? We hope it's by choice. There's always silver and gold. I've heard good things. But nah, donuts never help. Donuts are the enemy. That was a mouse slip. Promise you that was a mouse slip. You hate to see it. You hate to do it even more. That wasn't a mouse slip. That's just me being a bad chess player. That looks tempting. That looks tempting too. What? Boo. Respect. Much deserved. Yeah, silver and gold is pumping, my friends. It's a topic of discussion much of the time. But a few months off is well warranted. You know, everybody needs it at times. How many people? Yeah, we got 4. We're chilling. No chess learning yet. But don't put on the dad weight. The dad weight is ill warranted. No one needs it. No one wants it. Unhealthy. Or try to avoid it, should I say. You know, barring a thyroid problem or something of the sort. I'm trying to stream earlier. Usually I stream starting in like 2 hours for like 2 hours. But I'm trying to get a gauge on the time zones. Because I actually know most of my viewers are not from the US of A. But we ordered a microphone. That is what I'm pumped about. It comes in 3 weeks. That's why I didn't post a video for like 4 days. Because I thought I was going to get it. And then they were out of stock. And they said they'll ship it. And it comes in 3 weeks. And then I was like, why did I stop uploading just because I thought I was getting a new microphone? It was the hype. The ill-advised hype. But I am pumped for it. It's a good microphone. That it is. I mean, I think my microphone is fine, but you know, sometimes people comment that it's not. And I think I'm due an upgrade. It's been like 2 years. Been doing YouTube for 2 years. That's pretty incredible. I remember I reached 1,000 subs in like 8 months. I was like, my next goal for the next year is 10,000. Little did I know. And it's been over a year and I got like 700. Not sad. Not moping. Not doing that. Why is my screen frozen? Okay, there we go. That was strange. You know how they say blunders come in pairs? I've realized that if you get one puzzle wrong, you typically get the next puzzle wrong too. So blunders really do come in pairs. They really do. So if you blunder in a chess game, try to catch yourself. That's advice for myself as well. Checkmate. I think someone has gotten 68 in Puzzle Rush. In 3-minute chess, they've gotten 68. I don't understand how that's humanely possible. I literally don't understand how that's possible. I got 43 and I was hyped. I can't even tell which way the pawns are going. Oh, they're 1 away from promoting. That's mate in 1. Yeah, but someone got 68. Like, how? I got 43 and I was like, I'm retiring. That's it. No more. No, it was Spicy Caterpillar. I think that's Ray Robson. But I stopped playing Blitz. I switched it out with training drills and Puzzle Rush. A bit too much Puzzle Rush. Because I want to hit 50. My goal is 50. Would be happy with that. My life would not change at all. Nothing good would come from me getting 50, but it's just a goal, you know? It's one of those things. It would be fantastic news for the unemployed, as we like to say. Okay. I think I need to increase my mouse speed. I think that's partially it. It is so slow. But that's, you know, I don't know. I hate mouse slipping, so there's that. The harder ones are knowing where to put the king, and when you get a pawn endgame, knowing how to orientate which way the board is going. I've probably said that way too many times, but it's facts. Just, it's fact. All right. What is this? Uh-huh. It's a rook. All right, this one is decent. This one is... You see? Why do I speak? Why do I speak? The pawn end games are too nice, though. Look at that. Look at that. What? Oh, I was supposed to take first, and we threw. What a throw. White to move. That one confused me. Put it lightly. Oof. Oof. How did I almost get that one wrong? You see what I mean? Pawn ones, not goated. Doesn't feel right. Yeah, that didn't feel right. Weird. Oh, have you guys been keeping up with the Tata Steel? Blue Bomb, imagine he wins the candidates. Imagine he wins the candidates. There was also, so there's like the Masters section, there's the Challengers section, and then there's another section. And they played like a 6 tourney Swiss. And there's some German prodigy there who's like 15 years old. And he went 6 for 6. His last game, he played the fried liver. This guy is a menace. He's going to be good at chess. So it's what? It's Uzbekistan, Germany. They're good at chess. India, but everybody knows India is good at chess. But yeah, Blue Bomb, so good because he probably hasn't made a ton of money every year. Like, I can't guarantee, that's a stupid way to start the sentence. But I bet, it's a smarter way to start the sentence. I bet that he's made more money this year than in his whole career of chess. So we love to see that, right? Because imagine you're making maybe like with coaching 100K a year. He is maybe. That's just allegedly a guess. Allegedly. We love that word. But imagine you're making like 100K and then 1 year you're 27. People consider that old for chess. And then you make like 2 mil. That's unreal. Unreal. So he's probably hype. All right, we're good. Oh, why did I not push the pawn? Stupid. I have a queen. Changes everything. See, like, you can't spend 5 seconds on that one, which I just did. What? Would it be that easy? That was horrible. Yeah, it was a rook endgame, and he played a6. Yeah, he broke with a6, and he had to go like rook c1. That Hans game. Hans scores very well against Prague. I think Blue Bomb, he lost to Sindarov. He had a blunder when Sindarov played the King's Indian. And then who was he facing? He was facing Nugent. Is his name Van Nugent? And he was like +7. It was a little complicated. There was multiple ways to win. And Nugent had like 2 minutes. No, he had like 6 minutes to make a bunch of moves. And he found a way out. He found a way, and Blue Bomb had to perpetual. Does this ever happen to you guys on chess.com where your mouse starts to lag? You see how it's like dragging the board? I have to fix this after this one. You know what I mean? It like drags the coordinates alongside your mouse. But yeah, Tata Steel, good tournament. I'm surprised Anish is struggling, to be honest. You know how crazy that would be if Blue Bomb won the candidates and faced Gukesh? That would kind of be cinema, to be honest. I can't imagine how happy he would be. He'd be thrilled. Alright. Faster I lose this, the faster I can fix. Oh, that's a nice move. Wow. That was 1200? A strong 1200 puzzle, if you ask me. See, it's hard to pick up pieces. Alright, let's refresh that. Pour a glass of water. Water bottle. Glass of water. Glass. Sindarov is very good at chess. That's Uzbekistan, right? Pretty sure. Uzbek is on the come up. Alright, this will be my last puzzle rush. And we're going to go to drills. Oh, you hate to see it. Hmm. What? I hate ones like this. Like, where do you put your king? Oh, they're pinned. That's why. What did I miss there? All right, to the drills. To the drills we go. Wait, where's OBS? Oh, actually, that works out. All right, which drills? I'll wait for someone to recommend attacking, defending, endgame fundamentals, practice, or imbalances. As I doom scroll. Low latency is very good though. Should have always done low latency. It's like barely any lag. Ooh. Endgame. London, you're still here? I gotta get pumped up. I need like coffee. Your boy is exhausted for no good reason. No good reason at all. Endgame, okay. Endgame fundamentals or endgame practice? I don't know. Endgame and defending. Yeah, let's start from the beginning. Okay. Should we do max strength? Max strength. I mean, they are end games, right? So either you know how to win them or you don't. All right, max strength or 2600. But not everybody is as good as you, London. Not everybody is 2900 FIDE. Okay, max. Let's go. All right, we practiced this one last time. I don't think it matters. You basically essentially just use this guy as a decoy. So we will bring our king up. They're going to expand. Very nice. Let's not be stupid. Do we waste moves? We shall push. All right, let's not be stupid here. Fair enough. My brain is not braining today. Let's see. Okay, so here he's going to waste as little pawn moves as possible. I could just go back and forth. Is he going to repeat? He is. He's the GOAT. Yeah, we'll ditch it now. Should I be the worst human being alive and troll the engine? Pretty fitting. That one, I don't know. I could have went slower and spoken it out, but we did that one last time. That was like outside pass or just use it as a decoy. So I just felt like being the worst human being alive. Let's do this one. Creating an outside passed pawn. Well, suffice it to say... Oh, let's not play that. Podcast. Okay. Suffice it to say, pawn endgame, creating an outside pass pawn, one would have to assume the best move is a4. The later ones are low-key a menace? Okay. Now let's not do ones where the title gives it away. Yermolinsky. I remember that. I think he used to work for ICC. Does ICC still exist? Back in the day, that was like the OG platform. I don't know if chess.com probably existed, but I used ICC as a kid. And Yermolinsky used to do videos on ICC, I remember. Okay. White to win. How do you do this? Okay, so surely it cannot be this, because you have to take with the pawn, and then they get in. This looks interesting. Here, if push king up, push, you sack, and they're in Zooks 1. If push, take here, here, it's a race. Who wins that race? They win that race. Interesting. All right. How do we do this? So if e4, take, king here, take, we will not win that, right? That's a draw. That is a draw. Is it triangulation? Okay, what happens if we go king here? They cannot push a pawn. Would they push this one though? No, now they would be too slow. So here, push. Wow. Okay, this is difficult. Ah, push, take, king up. King up. Take, king here, king here, king here, pawn up. King here, pawn up. Take, here, take, here. Take, here, here. Does that make sense? There, take, push. No, that's the same. So boom, boom, boom. I think I semi am figuring it out. No, what? This is difficult, London. Why you do this? I am open to suggestions. Can't even drink water. This is difficult. Is there any advantage to wrapping my king around? No. Here. Oh, here. Take here. Take. here, push, push, take, king here, push, take, king here. I think we got it. I think we got it. I think it's f4. I think it's f4. I might be dumb. I would need to hear your stance on king g2, but look at this. If here, take, king f3. If he moves the king, you win the pawn. So he takes. You take with the pawn. You take with the pawn. And if he goes back, you gain opposition with this move. And if he goes here, you gain up. Yeah. I think it's f4. Here, f3. He would have to take. You push, take, king. Let's go. f4, do we agree? Does anybody want an explanation? Or should we just play it out? It's like my third day streaming. I don't know what's better. All I know is water. Delicious. Support. Donate $1 million then, London. Show the support. Pawn f4. King f3. Pawn takes. King up. Take. I actually solved it. Now let's not have a repeat of what happened last time. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is the easiest way to do it. Let's see if that was the only winning line. How long did I spend on that? Was that more than 10 minutes? Do you guys see the game review? You do. Okay. Let's click review. Wow, London. King g2 was a move. Let's see. There's king g2. Pawn f4 best. Don't mind. Okay, 7 minutes is actually what this book says to spend on a position. So that's respect. So e4 would have been a fumble. Yeah, yours works. What was your idea with king g2? London's going to be like, well, if they go f4, you go king h3. And I was thinking king g6, e4, king c6, king g4, king b5, e5, take, e6, king. And then you win. That's what you saw, right? King g2. Let's see. f4. Take. King f3. Let's go. This is what I calculated. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Let's do another one. Mile, run around slowly. Pass the move back to him so he moves king left and we can push pawns. Alright, you're just the greatest. I'll stop being so mean. I don't know why I'm mean. Two rooks versus queen with pawns. Hmm. I don't know. Which one should I do? These all look interesting. 9 viewers. Welcome, everybody. Which one should I do next? Rook knight versus rook extra pawn. This looks interesting. Let's do 2600. Oh, did you guys hear that noise in the background or no? You just hear my voice. I have an air purifier because the air in Serbia is ill-advised, to put it lightly. It's pretty loud. All right, white to move. What do? We cannot lose this pawn because a rook versus rook and a knight is a draw. So that means we need to win these 2 pawns incrementally. How do we do that? I don't know some of those letters. Aliyasam Serbin. Bulgarian. Ciao, brate. There are 1, 2, 3. 3 letters I don't know in there. What's the backwards R? It's similar, but I don't know the E with the accent. The backwards R. Then the one that looks like Nachanala, Ot, T, Ya. Uh-huh. You live in Bulgaria? I recognize your name. I've seen your name before on my YouTube. Welcome. I'm trying to figure out this position. I thought I was bugging. I was trying to read that and I was like, what are these letters? Okay, King H4. Ohio. Shout out. I lived in Florida for 2 years. And the chess club I went to there, Bulgarian family, ran the club. They were awesome. I do recognize the name. I think you asked me which type of Slav I am a long, long time ago. Could that have been you? Yeah. Bunch of idiots. It's nice while it seems like a vacation, but then once you're there, first of all, horrible drivers. Those licenses should be rescinded. Let's see, because I remember speaking through comments and mentioning Florida and Bulgaria, and I'm tying that to you now. Yeah, this position is a nightmare, but we need to start somewhere. So which way do we move our king? Do we go here? Or do we route the knight? Maybe we improve the knight. Let's improve the knight. Let's improve the knight like this. Yeah, the drivers and you live in East Florida. That's even worse, in my opinion. No, I'm in Serbia. I live in Serbia now. But some of my family that's in the US and my friends, they got a lot of this snow. They were saying it was like gonna be a couple feet, but I think they got like a foot and a half. The drivers are not fun. Hence the sarcasm by you. I understand. Is King H4 a fantastic move? Is King H4 a brilliancy in this position? You know, I don't know how to make progress here, actually. Jokes aside. Check. Okay, we go King F3. Yeah, he wants a G5. Back to the homeland, yes. The diasporic return. I sounds like an idiot right now. I swear I'm exhausted. The linguistics aren't going to be too fantastic today. But yeah, no, I love it here. It's great. Very chill. Very chill. Maybe he won't give me the check. Oh, but he will. All right, we're going to go this way. No, we should have went this way. Oh, we should have went this way. Okay. Oh, this is horrible. Unwinnable. I've been to most states. I've actually never been to Ohio. How much snow did you guys end up getting? London, Florida is horrible. Horrible. I would love to give you guys some sort of credit, but I can't. All right, this is a fumble. I heard in Patterson in New Jersey, they're doing a very abysmal job of cleaning the roads. Okay. Let us ponder this again. Because that was bad. Where do we want our pieces? We got a lot of snow here 2 weeks ago, but now it's sunny. Now the weather is nice. Where do we want our pieces? Let's see. Hmm. Maybe we want to get our rook on the 7th? Let's try this. What? Okay, I need to see why this is not winning. Am I the only person this looks winning to? That's a draw. It always depends who the opponent is, I suppose. But no, I mean, this is great practice. And what I mean by that is this is not easy for me. Wow. This is wild stuff. How do we do this? Yeah, I do understand that. Reasons I moved back. Well, my extended family is all here. I feel very connected to here because I went a lot as a kid. The US, you know, had its good days, had its bad days. I work remotely, so I can. That's one big thing. Uh, my girlfriend's over here. That's another thing, big thing. What else? The people, I don't know. You know what it is? In the US, when I just speak, this is what it is. This is the best way I can put it. In the US, when I speak, it's always like, oh, you're crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Why would you say something like that? In Serbia, when I speak, people are like, oh, you're a true Serb. That's like literally the best way I could put it. In the US, when I'm just mobbing, mobbing around. I feel like an alien. Over here, I don't feel like that. I feel like I fit in. So that's basically the main reason. Bro, there is no sense of humor. That's the problem. It is. It is soft. And then I got kicked out of college and then just have dealt with idiots. I mean, there's idiots everywhere, but basically I just got detached over time and then I got more attached over here. And then, I work remotely. That's the biggest thing, right? And then aside from being there, this is the place I'd most like to be. Like there is literally nothing I would change about my life. Like I'm very thankful. No filter, that is the goal. Although algorithms prefer a filter, I can promise you that. But the shorts have been doing well. Welcome, by the way. I didn't say hello. I'm getting a new microphone. People who have been here from the start have heard that for 3 times, but I'm so hyped for this new microphone. It is a SM7B DB SM7DB. It's the newer version. It has some because this is a USB microphone. The other one you need like the XLR cables and attachments and all this. So I'll figure it out. I'm gonna start using my phone as a camera, and the main reason I'm upgrading is because I say it all the time, but I'm starting a new channel, a non-chess channel. Because let's be real, a lot of chess people, dorks, we don't love to see it. I'd rather just a speaking channel. Yeah, I'm so hyped. It's gonna take 3 weeks to arrive. The phone camera's better. I'm gonna save up for like a good camera, but the phone camera is better because this is a webcam. Webcams could only be so good. I think it's good, but then some of my friends saw my shorts and they're like, "You look like a potato. Like, why is this such shit quality?" Uh-huh. See, I was born in the US and stayed there for, I mean, some summers I would come to Serbia when we could. But then I came back here when I was 22. And then I was working on citizenship, so I was like pola pola, half half. And then I got my citizenship. And now I'm staying here. And thank you for the donation. That's $10. That's a lot. Thank you, bro. That means a lot to me. That's like the first one in like a year. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. You're gonna like the name. You know what? Well, you might like the name. You know what the name of the new channel is? It's Yugo Nomadic, like Yugoslavia. And then since I was a kid, I was a couch surfer. Like since I was 17, I haven't lived in the same place for more than a few months. Since 17, it's been 8 years. And so you go nomadic. And I'm going to do chess in the park. I want to do videos like, well, now we're branching out off topic, but I want to do like videos in the park, chess in Eastern Europe. Because Eastern Europe gets such a bad rep. Everybody thinks like, oh, war criminal, this, that, and the other. Uh, but yeah. What up, Brandon? Send me a daily game request. Jinx, I appreciate you. Now the chat is rolling. Where in Bulgaria? If you don't mind me asking. I don't know too many cities there though. And yes, exactly. Exactly. It's all about perspective because when I come here, and tell people like I love to move here, they're like, why would you want to live here? Or why don't you want to leave? Because everybody loves to leave. You know what a crazy statistic is? Don't quote me on the exact numbers, but in 1955, Yugoslavia, but I think the Serbia region specifically, the average age was 27 and the average birth rate was 2.1. Now the average age, it said 47 and the average birth rate 1.1. That is heartbreaking. I got to pump those numbers up. We have to fix that, repopulate, diasporic return. We got to pump those numbers up. That's why hopefully one day you go back to Bulgaria. You sent a rapid. As you could see, I'm trying to figure out this position. Thank you, 351 GN. I'm just joking. I know that says resign. Welcome. We shit on shorts for the most part, but then we started doing it. So we're a little hypocritical. But they're not completely brain rot. You know what's so funny? It's like I do videos checkmating. No, Grandmaster is resigning and winning position. And then you get someone commenting like, hey man, maybe he was tired. Maybe he was hungry. Maybe he, don't be mean. I'm like, get out of here. Just leave. It's so, like, I didn't even shit on these people. Wait till they see all my videos. It's like I'm not even shitting on these people and they're like playing the violin as if this is like, I don't know, weird stuff. Strange. I swear, when I read some YouTube comments, I'm like, these people are not real. Hard to believe, hard to imagine. But welcome. My whole channel, for the most part, is designated towards pointers as to how to improve. I will spend, after I solve this one, I'll spend a section on my tips for improving. Because most people say just do puzzles, but puzzles actually work to your detriment. Chess.com puzzles, for example, I have a student who's like 300-400. That's when puzzles are really good to do. Get the back rank checkmates, the smothers mate, the batteries, the pins, the forks, you get all that down. But they work to your detriment because then in a game, he just started chess. He's always looking for checkmate. And then you're always going to think a tactic is there. Like during a tournament game, no one's tapping you over the shoulder saying there's a tactic there. Yugo Nomadic is rad, right? I think it's a good name. I want to get a Yugo. Do they still drive Yugos in Bulgaria? There's a bunch of Yugos over here still. So I want to get a Yugo. Maybe spec it out, make it my own project, right? I was an engineer, so we could do that. And I do love the look of the Yugo. Looks like a Lada. South Bulgaria, hour from Greece border, 3 hours from Istanbul. South Bulgaria. Very nice. Did you ever visit? Go back and visit? How long has it been since you moved? I am going to swing by there. Pump some numbers. Send a daily game, Brandon. Jinx, I actually did just make a Instagram. I posted 3 shorts. And 2 of them have 150,000 views. So I got like 50 followers this week. So follow the Insta. It is Balkan Repertoire. Balkan Repertoire or Balkan Repertoires, but you'll see it. It's the same profile picture. Send, yeah, daily. Thank you, London. London is a chat mod. Obama time. That is Obama time. But if we delve down that topic, then I'm never going to finish this position. Yes, you are chat mod expert. Grandmaster. Grandmaster chat mod. All right, H4. I must be winning this. Surely I am winning this. Don't put the knight here. That wouldn't be fantastic. We could put the knight here. We could put the knight here. We could put the knight here. Let's see. Okay, how do we do this? We need to lock in real quick. 10 viewers, double digits. Welcome. Knights in the corner are suspicious. There's no way of getting in. The problem is I need to win that pawn. So I need to win this pawn, which means I need my knight to box his king out. I don't know if this is winnable. This guy might just be a beast. Here, push, check, here, here. Looks decent enough. This is what I calculated. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I miscalculated. No. No. Wow. I'm on a blitz break currently because I'm trying to improve at chess. Oh, and chess, like tournaments. For example, in the US, playing in B-Day tournaments, like tournaments that actually matter, impossible. Because think about it. You play at a tournament, it's like 5 days, first of all. So then it's hotel for 5 days. And then it's no work for 5 days. So you're not getting the influx. So it's no work plus hotel, travel. And then imagine losing a game. Imagine that hotel room. It would have seen better days. So playing in tournaments in Serbia, though, much more feasible. You know, hotels $30 a day instead of $300. You don't gotta cancel work because I have an inverted schedule. So everything's a W. Competing for chess is gonna be way better here. London, play Jinx in chess. Right? No, I will buy the insurance. No, just kidding. I wouldn't. Probably not. I do rage when I play chess though. Like, you know, you let out a little bit of hate speech. Do you guys do that when you play on chess.com? Some hate speech just comes out the mouth when results vary. When win-loss ratios don't go too well. Rook to d4. A lot of hate speech. Yeah, a lot of hate speech. But we love hate speech. We really do. Good for the soul. Okay, so it is winning. This is winning. Quads are my favorite. What's your USCF? And did you ever play in Bulgaria? Wow, this is a draw. Okay, so knight to d5. No. Oh, because in my position, they had h5. Quads are the best, though. Oh, and is Brandon here? Is Brandon still here? Tips for improvement. Do you guys want, like, study tips? I was actually thinking of making a video about that today, but that requires planning out and organizing, and usually I just think of something, hit record, and then record. I'm telling you, these Balkan Dedas are lethal. Lethal. And would you guys rather these training drills or a game review of a Grandmaster game? Because we can review a GM game right now. I have one in mind that is beautiful. It's like a YouTube video before it turns into a YouTube video. But yeah, quads are great. I feel like this guy messed up again, though. This guy. This sentient being, Stockfish. Yeah, why would I go 91? Am I an idiot? That was rhetorical. And he messed. Wow, so I'm just the worst. Yo, did you guys realize how difficult it is to win with two pawns next to each other? And I thought I was good with the knight, but I'm trash. Oh my goodness, I'm trash. Where did we mess up? You have to be super accurate. Oh, we found the only winning idea. And then oh, King G4. We're blaming that on being distracted. My backgammon level is that I don't know the rules of the game, if we're being honest. I don't even know how to play checkers. I mean, I know it's nothing like backgammon, but I actually don't know how to play. I know how to play Chinese chess. 1v1 me in Chinese chess. Yeah, activity. Tata Steel is a very good tournament. I hope that the candidates doesn't disappoint, because Tata Steel is not disappointing whatsoever. There you go. Look at that, London making some new friends. I know what. Nah, the more I talk about backgammon, the stupider I'm gonna sound. So I'm just gonna leave that to you guys. I'm gonna leave that one be. But yeah, rook endgames. Blue Bomb messed up a winning position, but he crossed 2,700 for the first time ever, and we love to see that. We love to see that. Tell me you didn't grow up in Serbia without telling me. Yeah, there you go. Is that popular here? In the Balkans? I guess so. Enlighten me. I grew up in New York. London. You literally live in Florida. Like, you can't even roast anyone. Doesn't. Actually, it does get worse than that, but Florida. A collective IQ of 62. That's what we'll say. We'll be nice. We will be nice. That's, true. But they're both bad. How about that? They are both bad. Rook endgame. You do a rook endgame. And then playing blitz on stream, also ill-advised. Well, I am stupid. Come on. Why does he got to be good at chess? How we doing? I could play Fisher Random. Would that be entertaining? I would play Fisher Random. I hope you are not watching the stream outdoors. This is such a stupid throw. Yeah, you know what? We'll play. This was disgusting. I want that game wiped from my memory. Our daily game is quite fascinating. Let's see the daily games. Let's see the daily games. I have some fascinating daily games. Horrible. He messed up multiple winning positions and is still plus 22. That is unreal. Cross 2,700. No, you really love to see it because I said this, but he probably made more money this year in chess than his whole career combined. And it's good to give a little respect on these like 2650 GMs. You know how tragic that is? Like a 2750, you know, essentially if you're 2750 plus, you say you play the same 15 to 20 people like your whole life. And then imagine if you're like 2670. No one knows your name. You don't get invited to the big events. You make no money and you're right there, like you're on the cusp. So it's great to see him thriving this year. He looks like a genius. He looks like Frankenstein. But he deserves it. I don't know if I hope he wins the candidates. I'd be happy with Bobby winning the candidates. I'd be happy with Blue Bomb winning the candidates, and I'd be happy with Sindarov winning the candidates. Wouldn't be sad if Yesipenko won. But we already named like half the field, so let me just stop. You guys play Chinese chess? Yeah, but look at this. So I knew this F5 break from Sicilian Ideas. But you're actually, I think, from what I've studied, with the pawn on e5, you're supposed to take here. You're supposed to take here and then play bishop to g5. So I think this is what I was supposed to do. Stupidly, I went bishop to g5. And the reason you're not supposed to do this is because of f4. And now it's just a game. Now it's just a game. I thought I might have this. Thought I might have this. I think this is actually why I played it, bishop to g5 first, but I don't. Because queen takes, and then here. I'm sure you calculated this. Yeah, and there's just not enough here. So, yeah, this is definitely still a game, but I'm an idiot for not taking. But yeah, it's transposed into essentially a Sicilian. Yeah, a Sicilian with e5. And then what other games do we got going on? We got this guy. I think he's also a new subscriber from my shorts. He messaged me saying you played against Birdmaster. His actually name is Raven Stewart. He's a grandmaster. And I used to play that guy in person as a kid. At chess in the schools. I actually had one of my best tournaments there. I went up like 250 points. That was great. Skittles Day. I remember that. Then we got this guy. We got this guy. I calculated. Yeah, Prague is unreal. I still think he's going to go the furthest from the Indian stars. He's always been my favorite, but he's had a rough year. So I don't know about his candidate shot. Yeah, I was thinking knight to a2, and if take, then you go here. Push here. I don't know. That's going to take some calculation, so I will save that for later. What else do we got? Judith Polgar. Very good at chess. Indeed. Okay. Back to drills. Yeah, Sindarov is on another level. Also, it's nice to see his games because he plays offbeat stuff. He plays King's Indians. I saw him just go for a fianchetto with a quick H-pawn push, and he's doing it in classical. So we love to see that. All right, attacking or defending? Do you guys want to see attacking or defending? We woke up though. We were exhausted at the beginning of this. Now we're not. We're not exhausted in the slightest. Attacking or defending? We might just have to choose one. 40 minutes of electricity. I respect your dedication to chess. Defending. Do this one. You just learned the basics. Should I learn openings next or middle game? So, I would basically have designated days. Like, never mix openings, middle games, and end games in a single day. But you cannot neglect the end game, because the end game teaches you between the relations of the kings, which is critical. So, probably at your level, you're not going to get many equal end games. But even though they're not going to be even relatively equal, so to speak, you're going to know how to make a plan with a few amount of pieces, and that'll help you make a plan in the middle game very easily because there's a bunch of pieces. So study the end game for certain. Middle game, do these drills. Do these drills on chess.com. Set it above your rating. So let's say you're like 400. Set it to 1200. And play out the imbalances. You can review it with the coach. Don't spend too much time in openings. People spend way too much time on openings. But have like a basic repertoire. Like play the French for black. Highly recommend, because all people study is the Italian and the fried liver and things of that nature. So play the French, e6, d5. No, like 5 moves of theory. And then as white, just play some basic Italian. You can finish your repertoire in like 2 hours of studying, honestly. I appreciate you. You know, I thought I had more endgame videos than I do, but I did organize the channel based off a request. So there is an endgame section, and I think some of them are basic and can be understood. We hope Prague flips it around. Honestly, the only candidate, I don't want to be that person that preys on people's downfall, but I would not be sad. Guess who I don't want to win the candidates? There's really like only one person. Okay, defend against this unsound sacrifice. If it's unsound, you must take. They go here. So what's the point? If we go king g1, they go queen h4, and we get checkmated. So we really have to go king g3? That looks grotesque. Okay. Queen d6. Let's go French. I have to show you this really offbeat French line. It's great. Good luck, resign. That looks like too much. So f4 must be the move. Give some material back if they want to take it. Save the bishop. Correct. Oh, you're a true subscriber if you know that answer. Yes. That guy is hard to stomach. So, bro, every time I see him, he's whining or bitching. It's crazy. It's also crazy that the average person thinks chess players are geniuses. Guys, we are idiots. No, but chess players like are idiots. Like, not idiots, but they're not smarter than your average. You know, they just play chess. Like people think they play chess. Ooh, no, not true. Not true. Definitely correlation of autism and being good at chess. There's got to be some correlation. Because I remember a lot of the people I used to play had Asperger's, and they were good at chess. They just couldn't really hold a conversation. But I'd rather be good at chess, to be honest. A little off topic. Okay, could we go here? Do they ever have a sack? Knight here. How do you get faster? Years of wisdom. Years of wisdom. Do Puzzle Rush. You're slow. What's your score on Puzzle Rush? No, don't take that advice. There's better ways than Puzzle Rush. I need to think about that. Let me just convert this. Maybe go here. I don't see what this guy's going for. This oh so sentient human being. Who is the dumbest chess player? Like dumbest top level chess player? Bro, I saw them getting interviewed. They didn't even know how many continents there were. And they were interviewing all the top levels in the world. They didn't know what the symbol for oxygen was on the period. I don't know if this was rage bait, but these are just basic things that I saw on the internet that I believed that may not be true, but we'll say it's true for sake of the argument. For sake of the argument, we gotta say it's true. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? Do we go here and here? Actually, I kind of like that plan. Yep. Oh, I see the problem. Yeah, pro athletes, right? You know, it's just, I don't know. Everybody has an opinion, and that's fine. But you know what it is. You know when let's say you're studying chess, you're with your boy, and then you're both like doing the same positional chess. Let's say you calculate a line, and you're like, oh, this is it. He's like, that's the line I calculated. And then you're like, one of you goes, great minds think alike. You know who else thinks alike? Fucking idiots. And you know that when you get it wrong. But that saying, when someone's like, great minds think alike, you know who else thinks alike? Retards. Not in that sense. Not the medical sense. But you know, retards, that word. That is hilarious. I don't know who Jesse Cry is. Oh, when I go on Twitter and I just see chess posts, it disgusts me to my core. Also, when you see shorts of like people and they get paired, let's say against Magnus or Hikaru, and then they start like ripping their shirt or screaming into the camera, like, what is wrong with you? What is that? That's the other thing. When people in life they idolize, I don't like when people idolize people too much, and people seem to idolize people nowadays. But it's like, bro, we're all people. Like, there's no need to scream, rip your shirt, act like a loser. Serious weirdo. Like, strange stuff. Strange stuff. Just be normal. Why is it so hard? Why do you think the chess community is so tiny? It's because it's ran by a bunch of dorks, imbeciles, losers, weirdos, people that need to touch grass, go outside, have no friends, learn how to speak. Maybe the audience would be bigger if it wasn't a bunch of freaks. Disgusting. I don't know the dojo guy either. I don't pay attention too much, but I know all the big names. I go on Twitter sometimes and I see what's going on with the candidates or top level tournaments to stay up to date. And then unfortunately, I get some chess influencers on my explore page and get grossed out and disgusted, want to talk shit. Sometimes I see a short. I guess I get rage baited. I see a short of some chess influencer, and I'm like, it just sparks my idea for the video for the day. I'm gonna make a video and just shit on this person today because they deserve it. They deserve it. So I get rage baited. That's what that means. That's what that means. Okay, what do we do here? Rook to e8. Hmm. Yeah, we don't love where our king is, unfortunately. On bishop f5, I can go here. Maybe bishop c1. That was a little bit of a vent, but it's fact. Oh boy. He plays the perk? I didn't even know he plays the perk. Arjun Ergaisi, I actually don't know. I don't know too much about him. But I know he's like 2785, right? But whenever I see his games, he loses. So clearly I don't keep up with the right tournaments. But I'm not too opinionated on him because I don't really know his playstyle. Uh-huh. Well, I will message you on chess.com after, but I would refer to that text chain. I mean, I would love to train you, but I did mention most of my students are US based. See F5. What? How do we consolidate? Does my stream ever lag for you guys or no? I did not know he crossed 2800. That is respect. You know who one of my favorite top level players right now is? Well, Rapport. He is a top level player, Richard Rapport. But he used to be like 2780. But he has a very fun playstyle. He hates draws, always plays for a win. I used to play a lot of Stonewall Dutch. Apparently, he has his own line in the Stonewall where he plays h5 and doesn't castle his king. So everybody learn the Rapport Stonewall. I'm going to make a video on that actually. I think it's called the Rapport Stonewall line, something like that. But I think he did patent it, claim rights to it. If the Flurfer community, what is that? I don't know. Oh, the flat earthers. I've never heard that before. Fleur community. I have never heard that before. Rook EC8. The flat. That just reminded me of a hilarious joke I said back in the day in regards to that, but another day. Let's see. The brain dead community. What do I want to do? Push. No, that's not embarrassing. The stonewall with white is... The stonewall is fantastic. Do you get your bishop out before playing the stonewall? Your bad bishop? That's not embarrassing at all, though. Okay, if we push... pushing looks quite good to me. Look at that double tasking. Too nice with it. Yeah, there's a way to do it. There's a way to play a better version of it. Let me think. Actually, yeah, let me bring up an analysis board. So first, you said you play the French. Highly recommend. Highly recommends playing Queen D7. So first, I want to hear your thoughts on this. And then we'll talk about the Stonewall. Queen D7. Queen D7. Can I type in my own chat? Let's see. Let me... There's a first time for everything. Look at that. There we go. See? Queen D7 question mark? You mean Queen D7 double exclam. But no, I know. It's a strange looking move. There's two interesting ways to play the French. This is definitely the most interesting way. Most peculiar way, should we say. But the point of Queen D7... And okay, I guess it would... No, it could stem from either. It's for E5 or Knight C3. Let me... No. I'm an idiot. Bishop B4 and then Queen D7. Bishop B4 and then Queen D7. And the point of Queen D7 is, you know, your light squared bishop, if you play the French, you know it is not the greatest, to say it nicely. But the point of Queen D7 is you're going to fianchetto your bishop, or put it on A6 rather, and get rid of your bad bishop. Tigran is, yes, that is true. The point is, you know how Queen G4 is the main line? This Queen on D7 allows for F5, and it X-rays G7. So this is the main point of the line, and then we can go over some of the intricacies. The Fort Knox. Yeah, the Fort Knox, that's the one with Bishop D7. I used to play that. I think that's the Fort Knox. Karpov played that a lot. So if takes, you get the open F file. Takes, you get the open F file. I think this is a nice looking position. Now, they also have Queen H5, but who benefits from a queen trade? The French player. The French player should always seek to trade queens, because they typically have the better pawn structure. It's just a good thing to trade queens if you're a French player. So this is a nice position. Now, if they leave queens on the board, you just go b6. You can always snap the knight off. Bishop a6. This is essentially what you play. Yeah, because it's such a compact pawn structure. So queen d7 is a very interesting line. There's one crazy line. You know the Tarrasch? I don't know how often. So the nice thing about the Fort Knox, if I'm thinking of the correct variation. Oh, is this not the Fort Knox? Oh, it is the Fort Knox, yeah. Is you don't need a line against the Tarrasch and the Winnower and knight c3. Exactly, and then just play c5. And if they ever go queen d3 with your knight on a6, like let's say they don't go queen g4, you just bring the knight back to b8 and then out to c6. So there's a cool line in the Tarrasch. Look at this. Knight c6. If they go c3, guess the move here if they go c3. You play e5. This is disgusting. In a great way. This is great for black. Look how goofy this looks. But it plays like cinema. They should go knight f3, and then you enter this position. f6. If take, you take with the queen. Okay, that's fair. That is a fair statement. Knight g5. This is theory. Take. 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 Check. This is theory. And then king d7. Yep. Very fun stuff. But if you want a simple way to just play, and that's not that strange, you know, against the advanced, for example, go queen b6 before knight c6. And the point of queen b6 before knight c6, peace out London, is to put the bishop on b5. So essentially, you know, talking Stonewall, you know, you don't want the bad bishop. So like getting rid of your bad bishop immediately is nice. Aha, okay, that's fire. Hopefully you go bishop d7 too. But you know, they can't castle. They cannot castle. And I like to actually go queen a6. And you can either take with the knight or take with the pawns. Magnus, these, oof. You know, it's like the doubled H pawns. These pawns are great. Versus the advance. Okay, let me go slower. Tell me to go slower if I ever go too fast. Because I typically go off on a tangent and then the good stuff is missed. Versus the advance. Do you like bishop d7? Do you like the bishop d7, a6, bishop? Yeah, the doubled A pawns are great. You can also take with the knight and play for c5 like you said before. In the advance, do you like bishop d7, a6? I'm going to call you TKR because I don't know your name. But do you mean bishop d7 here or do you mean after c5? And then we're going to talk about the Stonewall afterwards. By the way, wait. Versus the advance, do you like the bishop d7, a6? I haven't seen this. Oh, wow. So this is what you're talking about. Well, I am going to write this down. You just taught me something. Thank you. I've never seen this before. Oh, it's common this year. Knight f3, a6, c3, bishop d5. Advanced, extended bishop. Wow. Ivanchuk has an amazing game with that plan where he sacked, exchanges left. See if we can find the game. If they go c4? Yeah, what if they go c4 is my question. It is a move, apparently. Uh-huh. It also plays kind of like a Fort Knox. Oh, c4 is the main move. Let's go. Bishop g5. 97. Do you remember? I'm going to play this someday. Do you remember what the Ivanchuk game was by any chance? Yeah, no, TKR, this is good stuff. But I kind of want to see the Ivanchuk game. Let's see. It says no games. Gospodinov. It says no games. Oh, black. Yeah, it still says no games. Good looks. No, this is... Yeah, this is cool. Magnesium, calcium played it. Wow. Shirov played a very good game. How did Magnus win this? I have no idea. Oh, but yeah, you're right. So out of the Trumpowski, that would be for the Stonewall. Aha, but you're saying if they don't play the Trumpowski. So what's your move order? You know what I love about you can maybe do it out of a bird, and if they go e5, which many people like to play this gambit, you can turn it into a king's gambit. That's my favorite thing about the bird. My favorite fun fact about the bird. I'm gonna end the stream in 10 minutes. Just heads up. It's crazy that Noterbeck is not in the candidates. And Vincent Keimer as well. It's a great cycle to be in the candidates. I'm gonna do a puzzle rush. It's about that time. That's a pen. Aha. Wow. King ones are so difficult. It's like a guess. All right. Nobody loved the puzzle rushes, but it is time to end the stream. Thank you guys for watching, whoever's here. Till next time. Peace.